Earlier, I discovered that maple syrup is made from boiled down maple sap.
To make 1 liter of maple syrup, you need 43 liters of maple sap.
Wow.
With short seasons and unpredictable harvests, I can see why it's such an expensive sweet treat. But it's on our supermarket shelves all year round, so I'm wondering how on earth supply meets demand. From the maple syrup farm, we've driven 225 miles southwest to a secure location in Laurierville.
Now this big building, this is where they store maple syrup. And I know this stuff is expensive, but look at that fence. It's like a prison.
I'm here at the Global Strategic Maple Syrup Reserve. Even the name is intimidating.
Hello,
Hi.
Matt.
Hi, Caroline.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Caroline Sear from the Federation of Quebec Maple Syrup Producers has agreed to give me the grand tour.
Wow. This place is pretty amazing. It goes on for miles.
This 267,000 square foot warehouse is filled with barrels, as far as the eye can see.
This is all maple syrup?
All maple syrup from Quebec.
Just Quebec?
Just Quebec. It's the only place in the world where there's a reserve of maple syrup.
Is that right? So why do you need to reserve maple syrup?
Maple syrup is a seasonal product. And in order to fulfill the world with maple syrup, we need to have a reserve so we can send it all year long.
Right. You're storing in case of shortages?
Yes.
This is where 90% of Canada's maple syrup ends up. Once it's delivered by the syrup producers, it's graded and can be stored indefinitely.
Right now, the oldest one we have was syrup from the harvest of 2010.
How much is one of these barrels worth?
$1,600. So it's 25 times more than crude oil if we want to compare it.
More than oil, that's quite amazing.
Yeah.
So this barrel is worth 1,600 Canadian dollars. And how many barrels do you keep here?
130,000 barrels.
Wow. And what does that equate to in money?
It's worth approximately $200 million Canadian dollars.
Worth protecting.
For sure.
Incredible, that's almost 124 million pounds.
I mean, does that account for the high security that you've got?
For sure, we have high security here because it's a big place and there's a lot of maple syrup.
I mean, it's quite hard to nick. You couldn't be that stealthy about nicking this stuff, could you?
Well, it happens.
It does?
It really happened in 2012. Yeah, we were robbed. They take 10,000 barrels.
Wow.
Fortunately, the sticky-fingered thieves were caught and sent to jail.
I can't believe there's a black market for maple syrup. I wouldn't know how do you shift 10,000 barrels of maple syrup?
So it's a vulnerable product in high demand, and that's why this liquid gold costs just a little bit more. Now, how do I get my hands on a forklift truck?